Welcome, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to all the viewers of Medical Mavericks for episode 3. We are back at it, crack addict. All I know is mathematics. So, let's just go ahead and shout out to, I believe, since the last time I checked, the 23 subscribers we just got on YouTube. We're at 70 views for the first video. Spotify, we've got about like 19 followers. But the foundation is there though. So I'm letting y'all know, we definitely do recognize y'all. We realize it, and we're trying to push out a little bit more content, shorter episodes, get y'all a little bit more involved. Like it's real stuff going out here, and just like, technology and stuff is updating. The show got updated stuff too. So like, yes, comment, share, subscribe, with all your friends. Even tell your grandma, she know how to work their YouTube. Put a little Gmail on there so she can get a little subscribe. We need 980 by the half of 2025. We ain't going for the whole 2025, by the half, like the June mark of 2025. Like, we need it. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. But I'm going to go ahead and pass it to my boy Tevin so we can get it rolling.
Man, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to Medical Mavericks episode 3, all right? So, you know what I'm saying? Today, we're going to just, as normal, talk about, calls that we experienced, update from what we've been doing from the last episode to now.
Quite
you know what I'm saying? We got a lot to catch up with. A lot to talk about. Yeah. And, we're going to, talk about some things that I guess that'll get you guys more connected with us as individuals. You know what I mean? In addition to the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I'm really excited for us, to get into the conversation we're going to get into today. Mm-hmm. So, all right. So what you want to start off with, Caleb?
So let's go ahead. Hey, question. What was the name of that hurricane that was supposed to come here? Was it Katrina? No, that wasn't Katrina, was it? What was the name of that hurricane?
I forgot. No disrespect to the folks that got their lives absolutely destroyed by it, but I forgot what that.
So I was going to go into topic about that. But before we even go into the topic of the hurricane, let's take a moment of silence for Chubby Baby, a.k.a. LaShawn Rogers Sr.
Yes, sir.
All right, now that we've taken our moment of silence, let's go ahead and look up this hurricane real quick so I can figure out which one we're talking about so I can be educated.
So did it affect you any, or?
Man, what did it affect me? It affected us at work.
It worked.
Let me see.
I know it worked, boy.
Hurricane that struck Florida. Give me a second, y'all, because I should have came prepared.
But nah, man, that hurricane.
Hurricane Milton. Okay, let's talk about Hurricane Milton. So first off, shout out to my classmates because I was supposed to go see Matt in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
But the hurricane was coming like wild. Like, I don't understand like how bad it was, but I was seeing too many TikTok videos. The younger generation, we be on that TikTok, so I'm seeing like people's fences flying down the yard. I'm seeing, sewages is just overflowing with water. So I'm just like, you know what, maybe right now might not be the best time for me to go to Florida right now. Might not be, but it's all love. So let me just get into how it affected me, though, because I worked that day. Long story short, a lot of things were covered on the news, per se, about, like, certain calls that people ran. Mm-hmm. One call in particular that we ran was not talked about. And I know it's a multitude of calls in the city that, gets talked about, but this one right here, insane. So we have 2 lanes of oncoming traffic. Mm-hmm. We get a call for a man, like a syncopal episode. Okay. So we're in the middle of traffic on a one-way street, like one way this way, one way is going this way. And we have to bring, we got to bring the engine towards one lane so we can actually get out safely and actually encounter the patient. Yeah. So when we bring the engine, we bring it into the traffic that's coming this way, and we're coming from this way. So with that being said, as soon as we get out, his wife is over there pumping on his chest because long story short, my guy done coded. And I'm like,
no.
And I'm like, it's raining, it's wind blowing, and it's right here in the middle of traffic.
Was it like flooding any, or was just?
It wasn't flooding, but it was a lot of rain. Like if we got to take him out that car, like it's a lot of rain, like a lot. So with the team and the crew that I had, we always put in work and we do the best to our abilities, which we did. Yeah. And so it was very awkward, but with the life pack and the backboard and, a very efficient Grady team, we were able to extricate them due to weatherist conditions. It was pretty bad, but we got them.
Y'all got them?
We got them. We rosked.
Oh, snap. Okay.
And we made it to the hospital quick enough. So I'm just like, hey, we got them and we just transferred care. So whatever happened after that, we didn't get a real necessary follow-up, but we did obtain return of spontaneous circulation.
Dang.
Because they had just came from the store. So we're just like, immediately when people think cardiac arrest, pump their chest. I don't care what the dispatcher says. As long as you feel for a pulse, pump their chest, because the faster you move is the faster that, you know, they have time to reverse those effects.
Yeah.
And so they can get that blood flowing and they can get that cardiac rhythm back. So we got him back. What happened after that, you know, I believe he still made it to this day. I don't know. I had to check up with that one. But that was one peculiar way that it affected us, because, man, when I tell you that call could have went bad.
Yes,
it could have went bad. Because it's my first time dealing with, you know, you had to shock a patient. So in this, it's hella rain.
Water.
And so I'm just like, okay, how do we do it? We just kept him in the car, delivered the shock, got a pulse back. And so we just transferred him to the ambulance from there, and we just rolled on the gravy.
Dang, that's crazy. And I'm glad you said that he came back, because I was about to ask, like, dang, did he come back? Most times, y'all don't know. Most times, but they don't come back. Hey, that don't mean not to try.
And that don't mean that we didn't even try our best. But sometimes that's really just the way life works.
Yeah, you know, because people normally will call 911. And they're not doing anything, right? It takes us what 5 minutes to get there. So you know what I mean? Like, if you wasn't breathing for 5 minutes, you already subjected to brain damage. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of 5 minutes, let me tell you about this crazy call. Speaking of 5 minutes, we got a call that a grown woman was choking on a pill. A grown, fully capable, fully coherent grown woman called 911 because she was choking on a pill. Not just any pill, gabapentin. You know if y'all know what gabapentin is and how it looks, y'all know that's a big old pill. She had to take 4 of them. She has to take 4 of them. So she decided, out of all days, you know what? Evan, I'm just going to take all 4 of them at once today. And I'm just like, I don't know what happened through her mind to decide to take all 4 of them at once, but one of them got stuck. And obviously one of them ain't make it down. So we get in the call, and you know, usually sometimes the call will cancel, you guys. For the people that don't know, the call will usually cancel if it's nothing of importance. As we would think from somebody choking on a pill, it wouldn't be as important. So while we go in there, I'm like, okay, they still ain't canceled us.
Yeah.
It done been over 5 minutes if somebody was really choking on a pill worth calling 911. So I'm like, okay. 5 more minutes go by. You know, the brain can't function without 10 minutes of air. So I'm like, okay, she's still choking on the pill and we're still going, but that's okay. That's all right. So we get there. You know, she's talking. She's like, oh, I just decided to take all 4 of them today. Like, this is the first time family members is there. They just like, oh, she choking on the pill. Like, you know, nobody has any dire. Nobody's running around the house like screaming like, why is she choking? So you can hear the pill still lodged there. And I'm thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, yeah, she about to throw that up. Yeah. Like, as soon as she about to throw that up. So she got her clothes on, packed all her stuff or whatever, you know, kind of teeter-tottered on the way out the house. And by that time, she threw it up.
Wait, hold on. So she was, so the whole time she had it in her throat, and it had.
You know that stridor sound that they tell us about? So it kind of sounded like stridor when she was breathing. Like, it was kind of stuck right up there on that esophagus right up around here. So I don't know. I guess she just, I heard it. It didn't go nowhere down here. Yeah. It was still all the way up here. And I heard it. I was like, yeah, she's about to throw it up.
Dang.
And she ended up throwing it up. That's why I was like, dang, they really got us out here for this. But that's all right, though. Job security, y'all. And we love to see it. That's really what keeps me saying what we also need to talk about, job security. We gotta have these kind of calls. Yeah. We got to. Now that I realize it, like, you gotta have them ones that, you know, you up at 3 a.m, like, okay, damn, I don't want to deal with this, but, you know, damn I do, damn I don't. So it is what it is. And I've learned to have a little, you know, love-hate relationship with it. So it is what it is.
I know. I feel it, man. Like, them BS calls, man. I guess we need it. You know what I'm saying? Say we doing something, I guess. You know?
Bro, no, when I tell you BS, bro, that's kind of also why I made the show. Cause I'm talking about it be some real BS. Yeah. Like BS. Every time we got a frequent flyer. I don't care if you see this show one day either, because we got a frequent flyer that always needs a freaking breathing treatment. And he is no older than me, like a couple years older. I'm like, bro, why do you always need a breathing treatment at 5 a.m? It's been over 2 times we've been in this motherfucker. Yeah. And we've had to give him a breathing treatment over 2 times at the same exact time. So do y'all send him to the hospital after? So usually when, you know, the ambulance company shows up, he don't really want to go. He ain't really need to go. He just need to go get the medicine. Yeah. And that's why I'm saying I don't care if he watching it. He need to go get that darn medicine. Yeah. And get that albuterol and that inhaler motherfucker. Yeah. Like, ooh, Lord, it be some BS out here.
So with that being said, right? Because we had got straight into the calls, right?
Yeah.
So out of the calls that you've had from the last episode to now to this episode, which ones you feel like, you know, may have impacted you the most? You know what I mean? Either emotionally, what is your skill set, any of that.
So I won't say emotionally or skill set wise. I will say manhood wise because
Okay.
we dealt with a obstetrics call.
Okay.
And she said, yeah, she was in delivery, like actively on the way there. So we're just like, oh shit, we about to catch a baby. Like,
Yeah.
this is my first time ever dealing with a active delivery. So by the time we get there, we walk through the door, we hear the crying.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, baby good. Like the baby just got pushed out, but I'm like, oh, baby still connected to the cord.
Oh.
Yeah, baby still like, you know, I had a clamp, and it was still a little, I call it a little whiff.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh,
dang.
Yeah, and I don't have no kids, so you know that's kind of a real.
What it smell like, bro?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I've been telling my homies, I'm just like, bro, like not even a dead body can kind of compare, because you know they got meconium staining though.
Oh,
see, that's what I'm saying. Like the placenta was there and the meconium staining, so it's like.
Yeah,
that
ain't
on
good.
top, it is not, yo. It is a wild smell. Basically, what meconium staining is poop mixed with the placenta that came out with the baby. Long story short, because she kind of delivered, you know, she laid on her back. So you know, when we was bagging up the placenta and stuff, you know, it might have been a little bit of meconium staining.
Yeah,
you know, yeah, it was quite a smell.
Dang.
I don't know if she had McDonald's or something, but it was a beautiful scene, but an unforgettable smell.
Yeah,
I would say that a beautiful, safe childbirth. Just wasn't expecting that smell, because I ain't ever in my life smelled that before, and I was like, ooh,
dang,
caught me off guard a little bit.
I only delivered one.
Yeah, the
one
baby,
child. Yeah,
baby was good though. You know,
Yeah.
wrapped her up in a little warming blanket and stuff. Put her little hat on. You know, suction the nose and the mouth. So everything was good with the baby. It was just a wild smell. Yeah, that was wild.
That's crazy, man. Oh my god.
How did yours go? Wait, was this the same one that you told us where the Hispanic family that delivered? Okay, so that was that. Okay, so we ain't got it.
Yeah.
reconvene
You
back
already
to
know
that
about that one.
Woo.
Yep.
No
Dang.
Spanish, no English is crazy. Speaking no English is wild.
So yeah, man. Dang. All right.
But yeah, other than that one, really tested my skills.
Why? Because I got one.
What's
If
up?
you got, all right, cool. I just thought about it. All right, so we had one call, right? That was out of our territory, and we had to. It was like gunshots, right?
Correct.
So we're like, all right, we've been in this place before. All right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Cool. So I'm getting my mind right. I'm like, all right, make sure I know where my IFCA kits are and all that good stuff. So anyway, we get off the engine, go upstairs to the scene. All right, and then I guess it was a lady at the house. She was like, oh, he in the back. He like, so it was like a patio. So we go out to the patio and we get there at the same time, Grady.
Right.
So we all just going up there at once, right?
Yeah.
Bruh. All right, the man is just laying back on the patio, right? So he's done, right? There's like dog shit everywhere. I'm really trying to articulate.
Like, what are you doing?
So yeah, it was like 30%. Yeah, 30% of the patio had dog shit in it. So the guy he was laid out. Turned out he had got shot like 12 times.
And
He was shot everywhere, right? It was so bad to where like we was over here trying to tiptoe, give him medical care and all that good stuff while dodging dog shit and everything. And everybody was just like,
How do we deal with this?
yeah, we were just stuck. And then basically it was like one of my crew members was like, hey man, look, do y'all want to just like get him in the house first? And that's a big deal because, you know what I'm saying, you can't just freestyle like a call. You got to do things in a chronological order.
Correct.
But luckily someone was just thinking like, hey, we all are affected by this dog shit being everywhere
Like,
and
we
this
need
bleeding, man.
Yeah, we need to get him out
Yeah,
of
let's
this
just go
scene.
ahead and get him in the house. So we got him in the house. Unfortunately, all right, by the time, and, you know, they was giving him care while we was on the patio. So we had got him back into the house and we started, they was like, you know, he don't got no pulse no more.
Right.
So everybody know, hey, you know, got to get to the
Rigor,
CPR.
that's rigor mortis, as we would like to call it medically term. He is just dead, rigor mortis.
So we giving him some compressions. And unfortunately, I don't know. They told me to do it because I guess I'm like the rookie fall guy. What they
they
going to
was
call
just
it?
like, whatever.
Yep. out of his gun wound, like a organ, something came out while I was pumping his chest, and it was just like, you know what? Hey, just stop compressions. He's So the paramedic at the time, it was like, yeah, you know,
honestly, they dead. Yeah, they dead wrong. Them MF was shot 12 times, and they told you to do compressions is absolutely insane. But
Crazy.
that's by all means, it's different strokes for different folks out here. By all means, I'm not because I'll go into this.
Yeah,
because we had a call where somebody thought they was about to pull that on me, talking about did they check the pulse, and I was like, do I really need to check the pulse with all this Kool-Aid on the floor?
I know, right?
I'm trying to be kid friendly,
right?
But I'm like, do I really honestly need to check the pulse with all this Kool-Aid on the floor from a traumatic head wound? Not head wound, head shot. Do I really need to go? Nah, I checked the pulse still, just for shits and giggles. I still did it, but I'm just saying, like, is that a really, like, are you serious? But it's okay though. I still did it. I'm just saying, like, let's be realistic.
Let's be real here.
Let's be realistic here.
Because I didn't need to see his spleen or whatever came out of him. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, the crazy thing to that story, turns out that the girl I was telling you that let us in, everything, she was the one that did it.
Type shit.
That's crazy.
That makes sense.
That crazy. I'm like, dang, man. Hey,
knew where to find it, knew where it was and all that. You know, like... And I don't know what. See, let's also get into that. Dumb criminals. Let's also get into dumb criminals. Yeah. Like, let's really honestly talk about it. Now, I'm not talking about the dumb criminals that, you know, go to the store and steal out the Kroger. Because honestly, you know, security is kind of in on it already. Like, me and them have had conversations like, bro, I know they be stealing a couple things. I really want to go do a marathon over a can of beer.
Right.
Like, really? So, when I say dumb criminals, let's just talk about the ones that be trying to evade APD. And, you know, they be hitting curves and just flying all over the place. And I'm just like, bro, like, can you just, why? Why you couldn't just give it up, Craig? Yeah. Why you got to take us all down or drive through MLK and stuff? Like, just all type of stuff. So let me also give you a thing about dumb criminals. So somebody had got in an accident near this gas station. They had ran, but there's also another scenario going on at the gas station across the street. And there's nothing but Fulton County officers over there, and I guess some guy had got tased. Now, I don't know if that was the guy that was driving this car, or I don't know if it was the guy that had his own situation going on. But when I see more than 6 police cars in one gas station with all their lights lit up and everybody standing around here like it's a cipher, obviously something just went down, because I'm like, they ain't over there rapping. So I'm just like, okay, that's a little weird, but I hope that's the driver. So, you know, APD showed up for our scene. We just kind of left. But what kind of baffled me about that was the private owner of the gas station, I think, quote unquote, private owner of the gas station that the incident kind of happened at, but it kind of didn't, because it was like on the verge of gas station street sidewalk. So it was kind of like street and sidewalk before it got to the gas station threshold. Gotcha. So she came out there. She was like, I need to know where the incident happened, what the address was, because if it happened on our property, we could get in trouble. I'm just like, are you like, is that something? What if somebody was really like bleeding or something right now? Like, what do that really matter right now? Like, seriously, I don't know. Sometimes people's responses when emergency stuff happens sometimes just kind of baffle me, because she had nothing to do with the call. She just kind of came out there like, okay, what was the address? So when I read the CAD, I was like, wasn't even on the gas station technically. So you can kind of just go like, it's just like going somewhere. You know, I'm like, that was a little peculiar. It's like any other time at this gas station when stuff happened, everybody turned a blind eye. But now that something happens on the street, the sidewalk, almost on the gas station, now everybody want to worry about, so did something happen over here? You know, but that ain't none of my business. I'm just an EMT. I feel you. Like, that ain't none of my business. So, you know, nobody was hurt. But dumb criminals, though.
Dang, man.
Dumb criminals.
Dang. So,
also, dumb criminals on top of dumb drug addicts. Drug addicts. Let's also get into that one too. In 2024, why are we still doing this white stuff? 2024, why are we still doing this white stuff? Because, see, this is why I really wanted to get back on episode 3, because I really got some shit to talk about. Like, why are we still doing this white stuff in 2024? And I'm not saying I'm not promoting do the green stuff either, but why the white? That white is associated with bleach. White is associated with baking soda. White is associated with baking powder. Why are y'all still doing this white stuff in 2024? And then overdose, and then sit here and be like, no, he's having a seizure. No, he's freaking overdosing. Like, he's not. I mean, it could possibly be a seizure too, depending on the signs. But it's like, So I'll go into detail about why
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about dumb overdoses.
Yeah.
So MARTA station, I ain't gonna say which one. MARTA station,
Oh yeah.
Buddy done took something, and we get a call saying somebody done seized. So we get there. He's kind of, convulsing a little bit, but he's able to hold himself up. When you're seizing, you should not be able to kind of hold yourself up and kind of still sit up. There's no way that's a seizure.
Yeah.
So we check his sugar. Sugar was all right.
Mm-hmm.
Blood pressure was a little low. Heart rate was through the roof. Heart rate was through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
And respiratory rate was decent. But when he took the white stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I guess he fell and hit his head because he had a huge goose egg on his forehead.
Oh dang.
Yeah, like it busted his head or whatever. I don't know. Long story short, we get him in the ambulance. We check his book bag because I don't know if it's protocol or whatever nowadays, but now we try to check these jokers for like weapons or, type of, weapons of mass destruction. Ain't no telling what they can have in their book bag.
Yeah.
So we checked the book bag. Pretty organized. It's got a roll of toilet paper, a couple of pieces of important paper, some tequila, and some more important files. But on top of that, we see that crack pipe. And I'm like, oh.
Dang.
I'm like, no, this is probably exactly what took his butt out, but it's so organized. But anyway, then we saw a box that was like, they had a safety combination on it, but we couldn't figure out the combination. So this is why we kind of like looked through the bags because it's like, we didn't know what was in this box.
Mm-hmm.
So we was just like, hey, he got a box, it's locked up. That's for y'all. Just that was his belongings. But yeah, like they gotta stop doing that white stuff, man.
Man, I hate them overdose calls, man. I really do.
It sucks.
I'm trying to think.
At least they ain't throw no water on them.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to episode 2.
Remember that? Yeah.
At least they ain't throw no water on my boy. That is all that mattered.
Oh my goodness, man.
Bro.
All right, so let's see. Okay, so we got OB calls, overdose.
Yeah.
I talked about a gunshot. Is there what other category is there? Other than, we kind of talk about the sick BS calls.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anything else that was significant that I had. The other one was just sad. I don't know.
I mean, shit, we got to talk about it.
All right. Well, there was one dude, he got, I guess he was like a 16, 17-year-old, something like that. And he had got, I guess he got shot. And I think he got shot in the stomach or something like that. We get there. And, actually, just something I can't tell you about. Bruh. All right, as you could imagine, when you go into a call, especially when someone gets shot, man, it's chaotic. You got folks yelling. It's bad. You know what I'm saying? And it'll overwhelm you, bro. Like,
and don't let it be in apartments.
Oh,
chaotic ain't the word.
But yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Who the shot my nigga?
Yeah, it's like soon as the family start rolling in, it get more and more difficult, bro. Like I'm telling you, man, when that family start coming, you hear that wailing, all that good stuff, just make your job harder. But anyway, man, yeah. Long story short, man, he was like a 16, 17-year-old. I think he got shot in the stomach. And we, at first he was like kind of somewhat talking, you know what I mean? And it is sad to kind of see like the life slowly,
going in a decompensated shock.
Yeah,
let me catch myself.
Yep, exactly. He just slowly, you know what I'm saying. He was talking at first, you know what I'm saying. We trying to get an IV, we trying to, you know what I'm saying, get all the access. Grady come in, we, bagging him, doing all that good stuff. Slowly to the point where, you know what I'm saying, he don't have a pulse. By that point, we was on the ambulance at that time. One of the supervisors, they had like a blood transfusion, and I know they just started doing that.
They're pushing that O-neg.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? So we got that, they got that going, and you know what I'm saying, we doing compressions. I was like, but it was just sad, like,
he still had a lot of life.
Yeah, he gone. It's just like, dang, and it was crazy because, while we working them and everything, and the Grady chick she was like, you know what I'm saying, dang, was it even worth it? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Probably
whatever.
wasn't.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's just like, dang, man. But, but that call did kind of teach me, man, you gotta be able to like regulate your stress levels. You feel what I'm saying? And to be more specific, like there's like different breathing patterns, you know what I'm saying, that you can do. They got box breathing, I ain't gonna get
they got plenty of breathing styles, long story short. Do your research, people. Yes. We ain't finna go in.
Yeah, we ain't gonna go into it deep, but hey, man, that really helps y'all like in a stressful situation. Because without that, You know what I'm saying? Whatever the crowd might be feeling, you about to feel. You feel what I'm saying?
Or if you ain't got no, hey, what they say in the academy, you ain't got no airway, you ain't got shit.
You ain't got nothing.
Hey, control your breathing.
Yeah.
But on a lighter note of younger people calls, I'll go with like younger people, maybe like 17 to the age like maybe 21. You know, we ain't really got to go in the age range.
Yeah.
But it is a lot of folks in my territory that are like kind of homeless.
Yeah.
But it is one I'll talk about that had an eating disorder. See, when I get on, the reason why I made Medical Mavericks, long story short, is because we see a lot, we deal with a lot, but if we can make a couple dollars, you know, trying to spread awareness or, you know, get support, by all means. I mean, there's people out here doing crazy stuff for a couple dollars. Like, I mean, at least we can do is spread awareness and get a couple dollars on YouTube. It ain't for the money, though. I'm just saying it will help.
Yeah.
But anyway, long story short, she had an eating disorder. So we get a call that she had took, what was it? She had took a med. I'm trying to remember what exact medicine it was.
For eating disorder?
Iodine is a med, but I can't remember what kind of form or what it was. But it was pill form. I think it was iodine. Now, I understand that iodine is involved in batteries. I thought the same exact thing y'all were thinking, but when I saw the pill body, it said iodine. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but I don't know if it was like, I don't think it was no promethazine iodine or anything, but it was a pill full of 60 pill bottles. I mean, a pill bottle full of 60 pills. 60 pills were gone. And we get on the scene. So we're just like, are you okay? We're checking your vitals. And she's like, it's like a normal day. So the reason possibly why she was okay is because in her past, she was telling her things that she's ate and past operations she's had on her stomach. And her stomach have been pumped, Lord knows how many times. So I'm just like, her stomach line is probably like ripped to shreds. Honestly, that's probably why she hasn't really metabolized all 60. Because that's what I'm thinking. Because if you haven't metabolized all 60, if she didn't even take 60, possibly 20 around, it wasn't no lower than 20.
Yeah.
She at least took at least 20 pills.
Dang.
So she's just sitting here normal though. Like we having a casual conversation. The street cat walked up. The street cat nowhere. You know, we rubbing the street cat. So it's like, it's cool. But she was like, yeah, the last thing I ate before this was a lighter and a pen. And I'm just like,
why?
A lighter? I'm like, and then, you know, one of my higher ups was joking, like, you better watch out when she farts. She might light some on fire. So I'm just like, okay, like this is kind of weird. She was like, yeah, she done ate a bag of nails before, and not like fingernails, like nails. Like
what
like,
the hell?
I'm just like, yo, your face is the exact same thing I was thinking, but I was trying to keep my composure because I'm just like, yo, this can't be real. Like there's no way, but at the same time, she was like, hey, this is what happens. And so she was in a facility, not a facility, but like a home or something. So when they call 911 and they receive those kind of calls, they possibly have to be relocated somewhere else or something like that. So she really didn't want to call, but I think like her caregiver made the call or whatever. So I don't know how that went, but we got her to Grady and transfer care, and that was it.
Man, y'all territory, y'all be having that work over there, boy.
Bro, people, no, like, honest to the Old Testament, I'm going to stop putting stuff on God. Like, honest to the Old Testament, bro, we get BS. Not bad BS and good BS, but, like, it's all kinds of mess that goes on over there. And even one of the guys came and filled in over there. They was like, bro, y'all be, like, really dealing with some shit for real. Like, y'all, like, we might run some of y'all calls sometimes to y'all terrible, but y'all be really dealing with some shit. And if it ain't the old folk, it's the young folk that we dealing with.
All right, I got a good question about your territory. So, when y'all get to a call, how long does it take for Grady to come?
See, it really let's really elaborate on that one, because usually it's not bad, but sometimes they just have those, you know, those random moments where we're just like, damn, this is the worst time for y'all to actually be taking a long period of time. Damn. Like this is actually one of those, you know, CPAP calls. Like we placed some MF on a CPAP and we need y'all here stat, and y'all have not showed up for like an hour. It's crazy. Yeah, like and that happened on a different shift, but I ain't gonna get into that. But like That shit was crazy though.
Yeah.
I'm like a whole hour and we done placed this motherfucker on a CPAP machine. And a CPAP is continuous positive airway pressure. It's not like your grandma, your granddad CPAP machines they sleep with at night. This is like constant air because we're hearing fluid or whatever is on their lungs and they can't really function without it necessarily. So we're trying to give this them to help compensate because their body is obviously needing oxygen and it ain't compensating good. That's why we're putting people on CPAP devices.
Yeah.
This ain't like the one they go to sleep with. But yeah, we want Grady to show up fast when we do those type of calls. But, you know, it was a little peculiar. They showed up a little hour late, but we ain't going to talk about that. You know, maybe it was the crew. Blame it on the crew. But have we recently had one where they showed up late? I'm going to have to think about that one because it's...
Yeah.
I don't know, have we... See, usually they show up on the ones where it's not really an emergency, but it comes up as an emergency, but it really ain't. So they just kind of show up late, just like whatever. And we're just like, okay, it is what it is. Like we got a lady over there, you know, and she smokes cigarettes, but she uses the oxygen bottle.
Yeah.
So we're like cigarette, open flame, oxygen bottle, mask. That shit don't go together.
Yeah, right.
That shit does not go together. So we responded. She was like, she was outside in her little wheel, you know, her walker. You know, they can sit in their walker. So she outside with a cigarette. And she was just like, we like, are we here for you? She was like, yeah, baby. I was in the apartment. I was doing my oxygen thing, and then I lit a cigarette. And
what the heck? People don't understand, bro. You gotta blow yourself up.
Yo, I'm just like, Shaw, you could have really blew yourself.
Like,
and so my higher up went in there. He was like, "Yeah, it was a little cooked up. It's a little burn mark in the carpet."
God. She already had a run in.
She good though, but she be giving them folks hell at the hospital though. Y'all probably know who I'm talking about if y'all see me. If you don't, you don't. If you do, you do. But she be giving them folks hell at the hospital. Like every other time she get discharged, wait a couple days later, oh, I can't breathe. I'm back in that joker. Oh, I'm back discharged. Oh, wait a couple more days. Oh, I can't breathe up in this motherfucker. So I understand that some people think like it's only a matter of time before, you know, people really decompensate and like they don't get no better if they don't help themselves. But honestly, I mean, I think she's all right with that. Honestly, just with her routine of, you know, getting messed up and coming back and then leaving the next 2 days. I think she all right with that stuff.
Yeah, folks be doing that, man. That's their whole lifestyle for real. Yeah.
But no real cause that like they've taken a minute on other than like car accidents. There was one car accident. They just took like forever. And we didn't really need them necessarily, but somebody wanted to go to the hospital, so they kind of took a little minute. But they've been on it, though. They've been on it with a couple crews.
And the reason I asked that, because I've been working at other stations lately, and I've been intimidated. They're like, dang, man, I heard, you know, this station get, you know, X amount of call value. You know what I'm saying? And then I go there, and I'm like, wait, yeah, we got like 15 calls, but at the same time, Grady was there before we got there or like right when we got there. So it really wasn't like you really didn't render any like patient care. But I heard with y'all station, it's like it's some real work because y'all have the call volume. But in addition to that, like Grady ain't just so it's just like, you got to do a report every, you know what I'm saying?
What we also need to talk about or elaborate on is the difference between episode 2 and episode 3 with the Grady response teams. There's a big difference between day shift and night shift. Let's put a big magnifying glass on that. There is a big difference between day shift crews and night shift crews. So I think night shift crews started like 7 to 7 because I think they work 12 hours? Yeah, I think they work like 7 to 7 in the morning or maybe 8 in the morning. I don't know their schedule because I don't work for Grady like that. I'm not dissing them either, but there's a big difference. Just like at Waffle House crews, you know, sometimes the day Waffle House crew is better than the night house Waffle crew, nighttime Waffle crew. You know what I mean? You never know, but yeah, it's a big difference between them jokers. Cause we'll get the day crew, they'll be all smiles, you know, la 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 la. I'm about to go home, watch Netflix, you know, chill. But the nighttime come through and we get them 3 in the morning calls. Like some of them be a little slow trotting, and then they be like, "Dang, we got to bring the stretcher." I'm like, "Bro, what? If we didn't want you to bring the stretcher, we would have said don't bring the effing stretcher. Yeah, we obviously need the effing stretcher. So why you ain't bring it out? Like, you know, it be little stuff like that. And then sometimes it be real calls, and I'm just like, so for example, as a matter of fact, and let me be very cautious about this one. So we respond to a seizure call. He was seizing in the bathtub. he became coherent a little bit, you know, once we got him out to the living room because we had to get him out the tub and transport him to the living room.
Mm-hmm.
So once we did that via sheet method, he was kind of coherent. He knew his last name. He was kind of post-tictal, and he was having a STEMI though.
Oh.
So we didn't know that till Grady got there. They were taking forever.
Yeah, yeah.
Taking forever.
Yeah.
Taking forever. So by the time we got him out to the living room, we did our 12 leads. We did the proper procedure for everything, you know, under the sun for this call. But for some reason, like, Grady was just a little bit like sedacious.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying Grady is in, you know, the hospital, and I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble with their job or nothing. It don't matter. But the crew was a little like sedacious because we're just like, all right, where's the stair chair? We need to get him out pronto. And then the yelling wife and the yelling daughter did not make the scene no easier because they're yelling like, but you can beat them demons, beat them demons, beat them demons. You know, like, come at it. And I'm just like, okay, y'all. They're like, he's cold. And I'm just like, well, you know, he did just kind of get out the bathtub. But, you know, like, I ain't going to say nothing. But like, he's not going to be like, you know, lukewarm. He just got out of the bathtub.
Yeah.
Like, he's a big guy, you know, so it's a lot of body to compensate for to, you know, heat back up after he came from post-tictal. So, did a 12 lead. Paramedic didn't announce it. But by the time that we realized it was a STEMI, they had just brought the stair chair in, and it had been quite a while before we got that stair chair in there. So we're trying to extricate him and get ready to extricate him, and then he's like, no, we need to get him out like right now. And I'm already trying to get Buddy out. I've been trying to get him out since we got him in the living room because he was a heavy guy. So I was already trying to work on, hey, let's go ahead and get him in the back of the ambulance because he's talking to us. He knows his last name. He's coherent. Like, let's go ahead and get him like something. Yeah, while it's good, let's get him in the box. So they trying to sit there, you know, fight them demons. Wife yelling, daughter yelling. You know, it's a very, very chaotic scene. It's not under control, but it was very chaotic. You know, they weren't doing nothing to help. And I understand that people act different in emergency situations, but I'm just like, this right here just ain't even helping. Like, let's just keep it a being. You was better off, you know, just kind of like just standing in the corner, but you like breathing down our neck, asking us what we doing, and you know, like you a professional. Yeah. And I'm just like, this. Us trying to explain and do what we're doing, we're trying to explain to do. Hey, we can't do both. We can't do both. So, yeah, he had coded once we got him outside, and I was like, as soon as we got him in the stair chair, we moved him from the stair chair to the stretcher. He was good for a second on the stretcher. We go to hook up the oxygen. I'm like, I don't feel nothing, y'all. Like, I'm like, wait a minute, I don't feel nothing.
So at what point did he stop talking?
So by the time we got him on the stair chair and we started rolling him outside, that's when he officially was like, you know, just like chilling. Like, he wasn't talking, but that's when we realized, well, the paramedic realized it was an actual STEMI, an active STEMI going on. And that's why, but you can reverse a STEMI if you move, fast enough. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm all on the mic. If you move fast enough, you can reverse the effects. But obviously, weren't moving fast enough. So I don't know how that one played out. I ain't gonna get too much into detail about that one. But long story short, they were moving a little slow. We could have prevented the STEMI. But
yikes.
Yeah, like
Grady, I'm sorry. I probably got y'all in trouble asking that
Hey
question.
man, shout out Grady. Grady hold it down. Certain people in Grady hold it down. That crew in particular, Grady did not hold it down. Damn. And I don't know their names either. I ain't specifying. I ain't doing no telling either. I don't know their names. So
dang, though, that's crazy. Hey man, response times ain't no joke, man. And it's just like, I mean, you got to be good enough at your job, you know what I mean, to stay in life until the help come. You know what I'm saying? And if they, like you said, they come too late. I mean, you have like limited tools. Oh, my bad. Yeah, got limited tools. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's sad, man. Dang. Okay. So we got, I think we kind of talked about majority of type of causes. That anything like in particular? Because I know you said you had like a lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying? What cause? Like, is there anything like category wise that we miss? we kind of talked about.
People need to learn how to move to the right when they see emergency lights and sirens and horns blowing. Like, get the fuck out the fucking way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna use all type of profanity, but get the fuck out the fucking way.
Yeah.
Don't go towards the fucking median in the middle. You know, like sometimes on the streets they'll have that little median that kind of rises up above the street. Like, don't go that way. Go to the other way so we can go around you. So we can go. So we're not fighting the median.
Right.
I think it is called necessarily a median, just a rise bump that's over there that separates the lanes and stuff. Like, why would y'all go towards that way? And then you got your auntie and your uncle in this car next to you not moving because they act like, oh, I don't want to run this red light because this is my last. You know, I'm like, get the fuck out of the way. Like, can you move, please?
Yeah.
Like, so other than that, that's really it. Technology's changing. You know, we got AI everywhere.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I mean, it's just all type of stuff to necessarily talk about. So,
okay.
I mean, that's pretty much it. For right now, all I got off the dome. So I mean, if you got some questions you would like to ask, I'm also, you know.
Yeah, I got you. I'm thinking, like, unfortunately, I mean, knock on wood, but because I ain't trying to bring this. I mean, we didn't really have many like crazy calls. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, I think the crazy one was the gunshot one. So yeah, we really didn't have much of that. You know, so
I done ran a crazy call in y'all territory.
Yeah,
I was filling in once.
Let
me tell you what happened that day I filled in. First off, I think this wasn't the last call, but it was late as hell. So we get a call, somebody feeling a sick call. So I'm thinking, okay, it's just a random sick call. First off, it was in one of y'all apartments or whatever.
I know what you're talking about.
Long staircase, and it's got like a long walkway. We got to walk all
I already know what you're talking about.
way back there to go to her apartment. Yeah. So we go there. It's already shady as hell. So it's some young chick, older lady, and some older guys there. I think that was her brother, her lover. I don't know. But we get there. She can't see. I think she's blind or something. But she was like, yeah, I can't see. I don't know if she had cataract surgery or something just recently, but I don't know if she was legally blind. But she was like, I can't see. And the young girl was there to help her because she knows that she can't see. But I don't know if it wasn't that she can't see or that she just came back from a party and was drunk and can't see. And I think it was the last one. She was drunk and couldn't see. So she looking at all of us up and down. She like, man, why are these jokers all up in my house? Like, you know, I don't even need all this. She was like, Mama, you just fell. And da-da-da-da. She's like, she not even old. She like in her 40s. Like, you know, she's still moving and grooving. But I guess they just came from a late night party because it was like 3 or something in the morning. And she was like, girl, I don't want to go to no hospital. I don't want. Why you even got all these folks out here? And she was like, well, you need to go because you about to see your primary care physician tomorrow anyway. So you might as well just go ahead and get out the house anyway. Yeah. So she was just putting up the biggest fuss. Had us walking all through the apartment looking for socks, shoes, a shirt, her pants. I'm like, lady, can you get it together? We is not your caretaker. You not even that old to need a caretaker. You just drunk. Can you get it? You just ETOH. You are just under the influence. Get it together. Get your stuff on. Let's go. Yeah. So when Grady got there, they was like, all right, we're just taking. I'm like, man, peace out. Let's go. Like, yo, let's go. This
I'm laughing because I know the captain of that shit. I know.
I know
he was pissed off. I know he was pissed off.
Hey, I'm gonna say one of his famous phrases. There's got to be a better way to make a better living.
Yeah.
There's got to be a better way to make a living.
I know he was pissed off.
Ooh. Bruh. Oh my God.
Dang, man.
But it was cool though. She wasn't in no dire need. But you know, it was just like, you would have been all right.
Yeah.
You know.
It's always something. Always some type of BS, man.
Oh, but let me tell you about midnight basketball. So we got this thing in my territory where they play midnight basketball up there at CT Martin.
Okay.
And so I ain't gonna lie, Buddy got done so bad. He had black infrared 6s on. And somebody took the ball away from him. And I don't know, I guess he got crossed up or something, but the front of his black infrared 6s are still on that basketball court till this day. He scuffed the front of them bad boys so bad. Yeah. I wanted to go put on a jersey and be like, no, fill me in, put me in the game, coach. Yeah. Because it was bad. Dang. It was bad, bro. Like, your shoes traded paint with the basketball.
That's crazy.
Like, your shoe, he changed shoes because his shoes literally traded paint with the back. I'm talking, like the whole front. I was like, no.
Hey, man, your territory is seeing lit, man.
It's wild. I love it. You know, I love it. Gotta love it.
Dang, man. every time I'm doing a report, I see one of y'all names at the, you know what I'm saying, as like one of the last reports has been. I'm like, man, y'all stay working,
Stay
boy.
doing something, bro.
Oh my goodness, man.
And if it ain't the interstate, it's the streets. If it ain't the interstate, it is the streets.
It's always something. Dang, man.
Then we had one fire situation where I guess the boyfriend had took the grandma, left her phone, and left the door unlocked. So it seemed like she was kidnapped, quote unquote. And the girlfriend showed the ex-girlfriend, previous girlfriend. I don't know if this was his active girlfriend or whatever, but she pulled up saying, "Hey, my mom's in there." And so we're just like, "Oh, how do you know that she's in there?" But we got all the gear on, like we about to go search because it's smoky in there. I'm just like, "Well, why would you know if we ain't know? We about to go search." So I think she went in there after we still went in there to search, and come to find out it was just her phone's location was on, and he left it in there purposely.
Oh,
yeah, but he started the fire though, so I mean he's still in the dead wrong.
Damn.
Yeah, he started the fire and just kind of just drove off.
I think I heard about that fire. Hold on, was that?
Yeah, you probably did.
Yeah.
Cushman.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. I heard about that one. Dang.
Woo, boy, it get wild out here.
Yeah.
You gotta love it. Job security.
Yeah.
You gotta love it though. And we aiming for better schooling. You know, I know I was saying something about paramedic last episode in April. You know, the class hasn't started yet officially, or have I chose that pathway yet officially? No. But am I? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm still, you know, we still young. We still able to do what we do. You know, just when the ducks are in line, it'll happen.
They go ahead and do it.
So, you know, life and though.
All right. So, speaking of life been life, all right, cool. So before we get to that point, is there any other medical cards you want to talk about before we get to the real nitty gritty?
Yeah, the real nitty gritty. Nah, I'm good for real.
All right, cool. Because unfortunately, I ain't really have no calls like that. All right,
that's good.
So what's been going on, you know, life wise, you know what I'm saying, with Caleb, you know what I'm saying, since the last episode?
First off, R.I.P. Rich Homie. That was my dog. And for the people in high school that'll probably see this video or see this episode, y'all know how hard I was rocking with Rich Homie, especially when him and Thug was having that fallout and stuff. Yeah. Because y'all was on me like, why are you still listening to this joker? I'm just like, bro, he's tough. Yeah. Like, I can't just switch up like that. He's tough. Yeah. So RIP my dog, you know, for the situation that happened, you know, bad pill, bad situation, whatever you want to call it. But I've been praying for real, bro. Like, you know, all we need is prayer out here for real. Yeah. Like, we need it bad out here. So other than that, been living life, working out, you know, doing my thing. Be on the game. Gaming is good for mental health. With all these women out here with these stipulations and don't want to go to Cheesecake Factory no more, and they think they too good for Cheesecake Factory, gaming is a decent hobby, and there is nothing wrong with that shit.
Dang, man.
You know, if you want to go spend some money on some skins on Apex or Fortnite, by all means do it, because she ain't appreciating your Cheesecake Factory, sir.
Oh, my goodness,
don't drop your crown, King. Don't drop your crown. Because, and then what, also, bro, let me get into that, like, it's women that's cool with just being in the gaming room with you while you play the game. See, they ain't tell us this back in the day. They ain't tell us this. They ain't got to play it actively. They could be sitting on the sofa right behind us reading a book for all I give a all I give a damn. Yeah. They just want to be in the vicinity, bro. They just want to feel a part of it. Like, it's people out there that actually want to be in the room, you know, while you play the game. But when you doing that stuff like ridiculous amount of hours, like, you know, ain't handling responsibilities and ain't getting stuff done. See, that's when it becomes a problem. You know, like if you end up showering and brushing your teeth and eating food, but you on the Black Ops 6 double XP weekend. I mean, it's understandable, but like, come on, bro. You know, go put some soap on your body, bro.
Damn,
go touch some grass. But yeah, that's all I got to say on that part. You know, it's just been living.
Let's see. I'm trying to see how deep I want to go.
Hey, it is what it is,
but I can be real. All right, so let me see. So since the last episode, I guess we'll start with so we talking about women, so let's talk about that. Bruh, that shit been hard out here, man.
Man, what?
Hey, look, these other I know this is Medical Maverick, but look. A lot of podcasts, they don't, I don't know, I guess they kind of talk from a perspective of they are the A side, they winning. And look, I'm an average Joe. Bro, I'm getting my ass emotionally beat out here.
Beat.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. She ain't no joke. So, with that being said, I got some stuff for y'all, though, to help folks out, man. Look.
Put us on game, man.
All right. So, Maybe you and the internet want to try to come to our emotional aid, but just hear me out.
Yeah.
Look, look.
My boy on the market.
The female. All right, we'll do it like this. The females that I like are out of my league. Calm down. It's cool. It's cool.
Set it off with this one.
That's what self-improvement is for, right? So, what month? All right, so it's December. I'll say October, November-ish.
Right.
Every day I was shooting a shot. Yeah. I was socially like warm. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all don't know, a lot of people are against cold approaching. And cold approaching is essentially
what's cold approaching?
All right, so cold approaching is like you see someone walking down the street and be like, hey, I want to talk to her. And having the skill set to walk up and talk to her and convert that conversation to something in your favor, right? A lot of people don't really believe in that right now. They call it choosing signals, which is you wait for someone to look at you.
Looking at each other and trying to get those signals, like the body language signals, basically. Yeah.
And I can see like that can help you, but you ain't gonna never get what you want
if you don't talk that talk.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get that.
See, my thing is I ain't really never had a problem like necessarily in that profession because you just gotta have a gift of gab sometimes. Yeah. I was an ugly motherfucker growing up. I still am an ugly motherfucker a little bit, but for some reason, hey, you make them, you make Shawty giggle. You can make the cheese jiggle like respectfully. Right. But like I don't know because it's just like these motherfuckers nowadays just be feeling like they can get the chain, the tat, the outfit, and they just like give it up, shawty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it don't work like that, bro. You can't just get the cheat codes and win the game.
Right.
You gotta play the game.
Right.
It don't work like that. Like you can't have everything on the chart and then play it and like expect for you to just go ahead and win it the first hit, first go. And we gotta be able to handle rejection around now. You know what I'm saying, gentlemen? We gotta be able to handle rejection, like respectfully. All right, shawty, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
I'm telling you, bro.
But I don't know. I don't get out like that for real to be rejected like that. So
yeah, hey, look, I was taking rejections to be honest, like I'm very comfortable with rejection. When I was younger, I used to go to the mall, shoot my shot.
Oh, I'll tell y'all about one rejection I did get later on, but I'll let you cook first.
Okay, cool. We'll get to it. So basically, you know what I'm saying? I'm used to it. So I got to the point where, remember, like I was shooting a shot like every day for like probably like a month. So I'm socially warm. So what people don't realize, like, if you haven't been talking to nobody at all, and then you just try to jump and talk to someone that you interested in, it's probably ain't gonna work. Like it's kind of like a warm up period. You know what I'm saying? So I would advise you. You know what I'm saying? Any person. Yeah, any person that walk by, male, female, whatever, hey, start a conversation with them. I don't say a conversation, but just acknowledge it.
And my thing is, stop trying to hit on shawties at the same spots, at the same location, where everybody and their mama about to be at. Stop using the same spots. But stop going to the same bars. Stop going to the same stores. Stop going to the same taco places. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go to a Barnes and Nobles or something. Go to like what's another type of shop? They got coffee shops out here. Yes, women still do go to coffee shops in Atlanta. There are coffee shops out here. There's one on the east side, Peoplestown Coffee. It be some decent, you know what I'm saying, some little yeahs up in there, respectfully. If you want to get, some decent coffee and some little yeahs, it's a good vibe. Peoplestown Coffee over there on the east side, so that's decent. Like, people go to the same places and be expecting like, oh, I'm going to find my Cinderella out of the birds of a feather flock together. Nah, bro. It's as every blue moon. Yeah. Sometimes that actually happens. Sometimes
it's really a journey, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. It really is. It takes a lot. But anyway, long story short, man. I took a lot of rejections, and which is normal. But I think I have like this childlike energy to where I'm able to do something again and again. And again. So eventually I had to look at it. I'm like, wait, Tevin, if you look at the entire, like, bro, you haven't made like one shot. Like something is wrong, bro. So I'm thinking to myself, and you know what I'm saying, I have a female friend, you know what I'm saying, she gives really good advice, even though if I don't want to hear it, but you know what I'm saying, I'm talking to her about it. And here's what we come down to, right? So look, I believe that now, and I hate American movies for this, because American movies try to give everybody hope.
Right.
And I'm not trying to say that there isn't hope, but I'm going to be real with you, bro. How the way you look.
Women like in shape, motherfuckers.
How the way you look, bro, I think that shit's 70% in the battle. And here's what I'm saying. Because how you look is how you're going to be perceived. If you don't know how you're perceived, then you don't know how to counteract the perception that might be holding you back.
What you're saying is like if they don't come up with the confidence, basically they just gonna kind of already like, I ain't feeling him sometimes.
Well, it's not even just confidence. So let me give you an example, right? See, if y'all look at me, right, and again, this is our subjective opinion, right? But you know, if I look at myself in the mirror at this point in time, I would look like, oh, he's like a boyfriend type. He's like a best friend type. Do I want to be there? No, right? But you know what I'm saying? I can't come at you and just, you know, some guys can just walk up and tell a woman what it is, you know what I'm saying? You know, with a certain, and it's not that I don't have confidence, but it's just like, you know, they might not perceive it or receive it in a certain way because I don't have the look. I don't have tattoos. I don't have that. Yeah. Or like a red Power Ranger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a main character. Like, I'm not that, you know what I'm saying? I don't give out the bad boy vibe. You know what I'm saying?
You though, but it's somebody, like, I ain't saying it's somebody for everybody out there, but I'm telling you, it's definitely somebody out there that's into the same shit that you into, but it's like they not in the places that you actually looking for.
That is, hey, Caleb, that's a good point.
I'm telling you.
But again, remember, this is like, to get what you want, not necessarily what you can get. So, all right, I'm gonna go back to that. But what I'm saying is, like, you got to be aware of how you perceive. So with that being said, like he said before, you know what I'm saying? Perhaps if, you know what I'm saying, got in the gym, did my little push-ups at night, you know what I'm saying? I could probably have a wider net. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Right now, my net is kind of small, and I can only consistently probably get what I don't want. Right. But, and, you know what I'm saying?
We talk real slick so the charges don't stick.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? I can either do one or two things. Either I lower down my power level, you know what I'm saying, and deal with, you know what I'm saying, stuff I don't want. Or, you know what I'm saying, I just, you know, get to the work, get to the self-improvement so I can more consistently get what I want. But long story short, man, I was just like, look, man, this ain't working, man. So with that being said, dude, it's just like I've been I guess that's what I've been kind of up to. You know what I'm saying? Is really trying to withdraw my attention and my energy away from women, really, and trying to get myself together. I know a lot of people say that, but really you just kind of have to do it because if, I don't know, like women are kind of like, I don't want to give them too much credit in this case, but they kind of like psychic in a sense. Like they know, bro, they can just...
Well, they know when you on your shit.
They know, bro.
They know when you on your shit. See, my thing is like, I don't want to be too available.
Yeah.
That's probably where the psychic part comes from because when somebody's not trying to be too available, they're available, they're not saying it. Yeah. They're really available, but they're not saying it out loud. And see, when I say available, like, you know, I can do a podcast, I can do extrovert shit, but I'm real introverted. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't give every chick out here the shot, you know? I mean, just because they look, and I've gotten this piece of advice. Yeah. From one of my higher-ups on the job, and I've never forgotten it till this freaking day. Yeah. Just because it looks good does not mean it's good for you, bro. Like, I'm so serious when I say this shit, bro. Just because, you know, she might be a 10 on the list, a 10 physique, 10 physical. If it ain't good for you and you know you just not fucking with it, then you just not fucking with it, bro. Like, I don't see how hard it is for that. Like, if you're not fucking with it, you just not fucking with it. And, you know, Dylan had to dip up out of there, though, respectfully, because I'm just like, I didn't feel as if something was worth taking a risk of being like somebody's actual boyfriend or somebody's actual title, because I'm a real good compromiser. Like, I'm an easygoing motherfucker. I'm a simple motherfucker. Yeah. But it's just like, I just felt like taking a risk with said individual just was not it. Dang. I didn't think it was really worth the risk. And, you know, it might break a couple hearts out there, and it might make a couple women be like, dang, he sucks. He's a piece of trash. Yeah. I mean, hey, call me what you want. Somebody got to be the villain of the story, respectfully. Hey, it is what it is. Damn. I'm not about to, you know, be torturing myself because I'm trying to appease her needs, and I'm forgetting my own needs. And I don't even need much. That's the thing, too. I don't even need much.
Did you feel like you lost yourself in that process? No? Okay. Got you. Okay. He said, I ain't about to go down with this shit, man. You got to get off this shit. Nah. I feel you. Dang.
But see, the thing is, though, like, I done been around, like, Atlanta, so it's like, I done seen the caliber of women out here, but I know exactly, Caleb know what Caleb want. Long story short, Caleb know what Caleb want. And, you know, when you just stop making yourself just so accessible, that's when it's just like, okay, you know, he on his shit. He doing his thing. He got his show going. You know, you driving.
Yeah.
You doing your fighting and shit with the show and shit. You know, with your video games and shit. So, you know, when people see that you on your shit and it's consistent. Like when they see that one consistent motherfucker in the gym and they see that it's consistent, they just like, okay, well, let me try and throw a distraction at him. You know, throw a dog a bone and see if he jump. Oh, bro, that shit happens in the gym too.
I like that.
Like the same way stuff happens in the gym and, you know, like social standards and social cues and stuff like that. That same type of shit happens in the video game world. Like where the, you know, the lesser muscular people are the same way. Like, you know, you playing your game, you doing your shit. You know, some girl gonna be like, hey, let me play a game with you. Let me run some with you. Or just like in the gym, some cute girl see you in here consistently. Now she trying to holler at you because she done seen you in here like for the past 4 weeks. For the past 2 weeks. Let's just shorten the range. You know, the past 2 weeks, you on your shit. Go there, pump some iron. Hey, you know, try to link up. Excuse me, respectfully, I'm good. But, you know, if y'all want to go step out, get some coffee or something, or, you know, be on some chill shit, by all means, that's okay. But I ain't, you know, if you ain't on that wave to go start a relationship or something, then I say let them know from the jump. Like, you know, like I ain't on that. And then some people call it, nowadays, bro, I be on TikTok like a motherfucker. Some people call healing nowadays busting ass at the club. I'm sorry to say it. I've seen the video on Instagram. Somebody ex was at the club healing. And he talking about healing, but she busting, you know, she twerking her behind, you know? And so I'm just like, dang, bro, that's really somebody ex out here, bro. Like, that's sick. That's sick. Like, that's wild. So it's just like, nah, I'm selective about mine. I'm out the way.
Dang. So you on your monk mode, I guess, right now. You're just trying to.
I'm on the spiritual hiatus. As I said earlier episodes, but this time it's for real. Like just a spiritual hiatus. If it ain't good for me, it ain't good for me.
I feel you, man. I definitely feel you. I mean, honestly, I'm trying to get to where you at. You know what I'm saying?
But you there though. I mean, you've been a little bit more, not really complacent, but you a little bit more chiller. You ain't as skittish as you was. You know, last episode. So you know, I see you been, you know, living life, experiencing.
Trying, bro. Trying to get up, man. So, like you said, though, I got to get my energy right and just focus on things that give me some type of return. You feel me? But yeah, just going out hunting, man. I mean, it's fun. I like it, but it don't really.
Every man like to hunt. Yeah. Every man like to chase. But it just be like, damn, if I ain't catching shit, it's like, take my ass home. Yeah, I'm gonna take my ass home. You don't want to quit. That's why you want to keep hunting. But it's like, you know, it'd be like, damn, I got food at the house. Bro. I got food at the house.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro.
I'm telling you.
So, Caleb, what happened if you don't got food at the house? Then what, man?
You better keep hunting. You better keep hunting. That's all I got.
Better lower your standard, bro. You better
catch a squirrel or something out there, motherfucker.
Oh my God, man. So yeah, I'm trying to think. Other than that, what else, man?
Other than that, what do the people want to see, man? Medical Mavericks is a community, bro. Whether it's a phlebotomist, whether you a caretaker, whether you a nurse or a doctor, what do the people want to see, honestly? Because we done built the foundation with the past 2 episodes. Now coming out episode 3, so we really want to hear, like, from the folks, like, what are we getting out of this investment? What are we getting out of this return? You know, and we ain't asking for much. But, you know, there's stuff going on out here. It's people with kidney disease. You know, we could start GoFundMe's or something. Like, I don't know. You know, y'all got to put something in the comments for me. Let me know.
Yeah.
So that's just, you know, something to throw out there too.
Yeah. Facts. I think, you know, this direction, you know, with us being able to kind of talk about ourselves more in a more 3-dimensional way, I think can, you know, make people, you know, or give people, I guess, an outlet to kind of connect with us.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And it not be, I don't know, I guess medical advice that they might not be able to kind of like use on a daily, you know what I'm saying? So the medical knowledge plus, you know what I'm saying, the connection they might have with you could like keep people like, you know what? Hey, I want to hear it from Caleb, you know what I'm saying? Versus just getting it from a random.
I'll tell people this. Yeah. So one important thing, like medically, I'll just throw out there: drink your fluids, drink your water, drink your fluids, stay fluid up. You know, don't do a fluid overload and just drink water. You know, but fluids is good for you.
Yeah,
fluids ain't bad.
Yeah,
depending on what kind of fluids, but fluids are pretty good.
That'll get you right.
Yeah, that's really all I got for that part. But I just be trying to, I want to know what the people want. Because, we done put in the time, we done put in the money, we done put in the grind. And I'm not saying that it's stopping. But, y'all got to let us know what y'all want. Do y'all want longer episodes and, more Tevin Stokes and then an interview? Or do y'all want shorter episodes, more me and Tevin, and then, I could possibly throw out some animations because that's also the next thing I'm going to possibly work on. I know a guy. And so 1 minute animations, I don't know if that'll be cool for the Instagram or probably put it on TikTok or something like that. But I want to just get people more in tune with just clicking the link, getting to the YouTube, getting to the Spotify, actually hearing it because it's achievements that we got to finish on our end so we can actually supply the stuff to y'all. Yeah. So, just let us know what they looking for.
Yeah. Yeah. No, sound good, man. That do sound good. Is there anything else that you want to talk about, discuss? It could be medical wise. And I do want to ask the fans this, you know what I'm saying? How do you guys feel, you know what I mean, about having other folks with medical experience, come on and, letting, I guess, us know about their stories and their experiences and, you know what I'm saying?
Because that's mainly what the show is for. I don't mean to cut you off, but that's mainly what the show is basically for. Everybody in the medical field has a story. Whether you're, like I said, a phlebotomist, nurse, doctor, a caretaker. Everybody got a story. If you want to come up here, it's pre-recorded, so nothing's live and you're not incriminating yourself technically. Right. You can come up here and tell your story because it might also be, somebody younger than you that's also looking for a story or something to relate to. So they can be able to, hey, I might just get this field to try because honestly, me and you ain't think we would be in this field for real till somebody was like, hey, go get a job. For real. That's for real. So it might also just be somebody else out there like that. Let me see. I already went over that. Share, subscribe, animations. Yeah, I mean, we pretty much done. Don't mess with your coworkers. Don't mess with your coworkers. Back to women and the dating and the hitting and stuff and stuff. Don't mess with your coworkers because I ain't got no personal experience. I'm just saying people's personal experience hit the streets, and Caleb ain't got time for none of that. But Caleb definitely has these big old ears, and Caleb hears. And a lot of stories have been told. And it ain't about nobody in this room in particular, but bro, you would be surprised. Don't mess with your coworkers. Okay. You would be surprised.
All right, Caleb, I got to be a devil's advocate real quick. So let's say you work at a job, right? You not mess with no coworkers, but all your homeboys. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You naturally want to participate.
But is there one that you're looking for there? At the job.
Let's say that is the case. You know what I'm saying? And you feel like, you know what? I'm gonna try to, keep it professional.
You feel me? Keep it G. I respect that.
But let's say, emotionally, you're like, dang, well, I know that if I don't hop on her, such and such is. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say, do you feel like do you think that people should mess with coworkers at all, or do you think they should be more slick about it?
So I wouldn't say slick about it. So I'll go and not necessarily be devil's advocate because I've done it, but not in a very professional career field. Got you. Yeah, if you in a professional career field, you working at FBI, I would advise y'all keep that. Keep it slick. But if y'all, everybody done try to have their little work baby and their little work husband. Let's not even try to slide it, shawty. Y'all ain't slick. We ain't checking phones no more in 2025. I ain't got no time for no heart dropping and all that shit. So y'all know who got them work husband and work wives. But long story short, I mean, if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. If they can separate their feelings when it come to work. Because I know me personally, I'm about that work. If I'm about to get that bag and it's messing up my bag, I'm not trying to mess up the bag. Right. I can't do it. Yeah. But if it ain't messing up the bag, it ain't tricking if you got it. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that, and I'll keep it short, simple, and sweet. If you ain't tricking, it ain't tricking if you got it. So,
I got you. Oh my goodness.
That's my I got on that part. Cause it be some stories, and a hit dog will holler. So if y'all watching this episode and you think it's you, then it might be you.
Oh my!
As a matter of fact, respectfully, it might be. And what Caleb know, I don't know. Ain't nothing coming out on this show though. We ain't on that. I'm just saying, don't mess with folks you work with.
Yikes.
Yeah, I think that's really well, I mean, I always talk about the show for real. And when I talk about the show to other people, especially like-minded individuals, they always like the show. That's why I try not to get too much into, the relations and the women, men shit. But, when I tell them the actual pitch about, people coming up here to be interviewed, you know, ask questions, tell their story. They're like, okay, you know, that shit can work. And it will. You know,
think so,
we just keep having some faith. It will. I ain't expecting no damn Steve Jobs money up out of here from the show. But, you know, like, hey, we make $5 off the, hey, that's better than nothing. That's better than the expectations I had.
Yeah, I feel that, man. I really think that, like you said, man, hey, man, if we get some folks out here, you know, tell their story, you know what I'm saying? Because we know each other's stories and all that good stuff. So, yeah, you get a new, fresh person, we probably have, like, you know, so much to extract from one person, you know what I mean? And I think that could make other people like, hey, let me come up here, you know what I'm saying, say whatever, you know what I'm saying, get this story off my chest, you know what I'm saying? They seem to have like a safe space, whatever you want to call it. And I think that, you know, that could definitely keep the ball rolling. But yeah, man, just, you know, like you said, just let us know what y'all want. You know what I'm saying? We're going to try to facilitate that, man.
Well, we're going to try and get a forum or something, you know, like a little forum site. A little forum site. Let me pronounce that right. Sorry. A forum site so, you know, y'all can submit your name, you know, what you do, what's your profession, and why you feel like your story needs to be told on Medical Mavericks, honestly. Let's just keep it a stack. That's really honestly it, for real. You know, it's pretty good space, pretty safe space. Yeah. Make sure y'all bring some bubble gum and some breath mints. Don't come up here talking and y'all ain't brush y'all teeth or do y'all hygiene. You know, but yeah, all are welcome though. All are welcome. Just bring breath mints.
All right, say less. All right, well.
How much time we got?
Yeah, how much time we got?
We got a little 30 ball.
Oh, okay.
Well, 20 ball in a minute. Yeah.
All right. Is there anything? I'm trying to think of. For real. I'm over here trying to think of. I mean, if we ran through those stories, I mean, I think you could definitely, with those stories, I definitely think you can make some good reels with those.
Oh yeah, nah, for sure. Cause boy, the gabapentin pills is crazy. I think I might try and get Buddy to animate that one. Cause yo, that was crazy. Like you really called 911 because you showed on a pill, bro. Yeah. Like that's insane abuse of 911. Insane abuse. It's not abuse, but like, damn, like somebody else couldn't do a Heimlich maneuver. Like
that's what I was naturally thinking. I was thinking. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, let's lock in on the situation. I'm so sick and tired of people that work in a healthcare profession and they decide to call 911 and don't let the emergency medical services do their job. They decide to put on their hat and they stethoscope and they think, oh, I'm about to run this call. I'm about to run this show. I'm like, no, that is not how this works. You call 911, we come do what we do. You don't come do what you do on your own days because you're off work. This don't fly like that. Now, I understand you might be well connected, well respected among your peers in your different department, but like, nah, bro, this ain't what we about to do. You know, you called us up here for a reason, and then you tell us that, oh, I called for the ambulance. Dumbass. You know when you call 911, you get the ambulance and the fire. Depending on the call, you also get police. Yeah. So, I don't understand what the fuck you think this is. Talking about you just, like, wanted the ambulance. Like, I don't know when people got this entitled to be like, yeah, I just wanted the ambulance. No. The ambulance and the fire department has to respond. Thank you very much. Yep. So, now you got two people about to knock you upside the head because you done called us for some BS. But that's besides the point. Called us. We go in there. The lady got Alzheimer's. But I think his baby mama and her boyfriend was staying with him and his wife. And that was his mom and the grandmother of his child. That's what we found out later on. And I was just like, okay, but that still don't make you like the head honcho in the call. I don't care if you pushing P or you pushing MD. I don't care. Like, you called 911 for a reason. Obviously, you need us, not yourself. Like, if that was the case, you could have dealt with this shit yourself and just called the fucking ambulance. And I'm sorry for this. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting older, man. And I'm really giving, like, less fucks to give about my cursing and stuff. So, honestly, it is what it is at this point. It's explicit content on the Spotify or whatever. Hey, it is what it is, bro. Y'all don't want to hear me cuss. Y'all put it in the comments, tell me stop cussing.
Right. Keep it real.
Yeah, but, like, bro, I'm tired of that BS, bro. Yeah. Like, let us do our job. Yeah. Please, let us do our job. And then, like, you know, people with Alzheimer's, don't put them in new places and expect for them to act the same. Because when you put them in new environments, they kind of, get a little flustered, headaches, don't feel good, new environment, like they don't know that this ain't the same environment they was in. They kind of get a little, a little fidgety, like they just don't respond good with being put in new environments. So that's the reason why he called. And they couldn't understand why she was feeling bad, but she was feeling bad because she got placed in a new environment. Because the baby mama and the baby mama and her boyfriend were supposed to just be there for one night. And the mom, I guess, the one that was having Alzheimer's, was supposed to be there for one night. But now, they having a whole damn ordeal. And one of the ladies came over there and told us the honest to God truth. And we were just like, oh, now it makes sense. Like now it makes sense why everybody acting weird and acting funny. This is the grandmother of my child. And I'm like, bro, relax, bro. We understand, but that's not about to make us move no faster.
Yeah.
Work no harder. It's not like she bleeding all on the floor. I mean, she just got Alzheimer's, don't feel good. She just needs transportation. And that's cool.
Yeah.
So, people definitely do respond different depending on the emergency.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. They definitely do respond different.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. That junk be annoying.
It be annoying, but I'm like, dang, bro, you might as well sign up for Tyler Perry with all them theatrics. Jesus Christ. I might as well go into acting.
Yeah.
Over here. And no, as a matter of fact, it was one time we dealt with somebody that was responding to an emergency situation, and she watched us drive by her. So it was a response for a sick call. I don't know if for a husband or a late boyfriend or some shit. Not late boyfriend, but a boyfriend or some shit. But long story short, we driving and we're looking for the specific numeric, but the numeric isn't showing up on the house nor the street. So then when that happens is ambulance coming this way, we coming that way. Did y'all see the patient? No. Did we see the patient? No. And we driving by, the patient was the motherfucker standing right there in the front yard watching us talk to each other like,
what
where's the patient? And so we're just like, hello, why didn't you, like, in my head, it's late. I'm thinking, why didn't somebody wave? Obviously, they probably don't care. Yeah. Whatever. I'm going to get my bags and we're going to respond to this call. Older guy said, I can't breathe when I'm in the house, but I can breathe when I come outside. And I was like, I don't make this shit up. Y'all stop. Y'all stop laughing. Like, bro, I'm just like, you know what? Let's go on to the ambulance, sir. Let's just go. Like, job security at its finest. I kid you not, y'all. And then what made me worse is that she wasn't doing no flagging. But as soon as we about to leave, what hospital y'all taking? Where y'all taking? Y'all taking them to the VA. Where y'all taking? I'm like, you ain't care that much when we was driving by with the flashing lights.
Right.
Hey, you want to know where he going or what we doing for treatment? I'm just like, man, we can't win for losing.
Dang, man.
We can't win for losing. But it's all good, though. We come here to vent.
Yeah.
Safe space. Safe space. We come here to vent. Because Lord knows.
Yeah, man. Oh, my goodness.
I think it was a decent episode 3, though, for real. Like, I came in with a little bit more energy this time, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I came in with a little bit more energy this time.
I'm happy that we got to get to a little bit of some real talk about us. You know what I'm saying?
And we got to, update, because we ain't updated the shit since. I mean, I keep the stuff updated, but we ain't really, updated episode-wise since April.
Yeah.
That was a while ago. So, I mean, more consistency next year. We're going to try and get our schedules in line and shit like that. I mean, our schedules do be aligned. Sometimes money just be a little tight.
Yeah.
Money just be a little tight sometimes. These bills, I ain't got no kids now, but shit. It would still be tight out here. This economy ain't going no lower.
Yeah.